Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Games Workshop. If you're new here to the channel, you're a new subscriber, hello and welcome. I'd like to start these videos off by saying a massive thank you to all of you members that support the channel every month. You really do help the content, and I'd like to say a thank you to all of you new subscribers, viewers, everyone that comments. Use the Element Games affiliate link and the codes. It does make a difference, especially when Games Workshop are releasing so many things. There's a fair bit of news this week which I want to go over. So right here on the community website, right here, look at this, Angron Ascended. So this is now the third model of Angron. So much like we've got 3 models of Fulgrim, we've now got 3 of Angron. It'd be interesting to see the third model for Mortarion. But if we go to all news right here and we just go back a week, so last weekend we could pre-order all of the rest of the Deathcore of Krieg. Everything was just up for pre-order last week, Saturday. I hope you're able to snag the models and units and things that you were after. We had the Codex Astra Militarum with Deathcore Krieg on the front cover, which is great. We had the special edition with Commissar. We had Lord Marshal Drea. We've got the Krieg Command Squad, which I have pre-ordered. The Death Riders, great kit. The Krieg Combat Engineers. The Deathcore of Krieg. This is the same infantry unit that was included in the Kill Team box set 3 years ago. We've got the Krieg Heavy Weapons Squad, which I have pre-ordered, missing a Heavy Bolter, which is a bit disappointing, but you've got the Heavy Stubbers, Las Cannon, and Heavy Flamer. You've got the Artillery Team, fantastic kit, can't recommend that enough. You've got the Combat Patrol Astra Militarum, which is another horsey box set, but this time you've got Attilan Rough Riders. You've got the Astra Militarum dice set and datasheet cards, the Nakmund Gauntlet Crusade book for Warhammer 40k and a special edition. And then we had the White Dwarf, as well as Outer Dark novel by Robbie McNiven. And then Double Eagle by Dan Abnett, and the new novel, the sequel, I guess, Interceptor City. Also got the Siege of Rax by Steve Lyons, and that was it. So big focus on 40k last weekend. Big focus, nothing else. It was just Warhammer 40k. Then the next day on the Sunday, as always, about 6 p.m. GMT, we had a look at the previews, which are up for pre-order today. This is the first High Elves sale from Ulthuan. You've got Warhammer the Old World, Arcane Journal, High Elf Realms. You've got the High Elves Battalion. You've got the reference card pack, dice set and transfer sheet. You've got the Lord of Crace, I can't pronounce that. Ashaya Ves, Sentinel of the Silent Isle. High Elf Lord on Dragon. Looks like a nice dragon. You've got optional assembly. So I think those two are Forge World, and then this High Elf on Dragon is a returning plastic kit. You've got the Ellyrian Reavers. So it's a new multi-option plastic kit. You've got the Swordmasters of Hoth, or Hoth. So that's a plastic kit. You got the White Lions of Crace, Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, returning metal miniatures. So you've got these two, and you've got the Griffins as well, and you've got the Great Eagles. You've got a returning kit, but this is in Forge World resin, the Merworm. And then 40k made to order, which I might pick up. One of these Imperial Bastion. And then you've got the Aegis defense line and a little bunker. I've got those. I've done videos of them a long time ago. And then Warhammer Plus, you had those. And that's it. So no novels. And it is mainly Old World. So it's gone from 40k last week to Old World this week. Then throughout the week, we had Complete for Glory and awesome prizes with the next organised play season. You got Miniature of the Year alert. these arcane frogs. Miniature of the Year. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether you could use them for Nurgle. Pledge yourself wholly to Chaos with 4 very special limited edition codexes. So they're going to be bringing out the codexes for the different Chaos gods. So you've got the first one, which of course will be Emperor's Children or Slanesh. Looks incredible. You've got some coins. They're pretty good at making coins now. I like how that's sort of split. It says, I will make a banquet of your flesh and your spirit. When I tire of that, we will play a new game. 6 accursed metal objective markers. They're accursed, apparently. We move to the right. Got some lovely art prints there. Some cards. More cards. And then each tome comes with 1/4 of a metallic Chaos medallion. Collect them all. Got to collect them all, and all 4 segments will clip together through the dark power of Chaos. Yeah, imagine if you're going to be peeved if you pick up 3 of them and then you miss out on Nurgle. Because these will be like limited edition. Keep an eye out for each limited edition codex as they're released. And then they put a little disclaimer thing there, magnets. So yeah, so it's not the power of Chaos, it's actually just magnets. Yeah, so that's the front cover of that codex. Very sought after. I think it's going to be a scalper's field day really for them. They're gonna be 100 on over 100 quid, I reckon, each. You've got the Rumour Engine, 11th of Feb. Some kind of leg. I'm thinking Age of Sigmar. You got Shade Layer base coat in 1, Elite Contrast Painter tips from the War Hipster. Old World Almanac High Elves. You got the Warhammer TV this week. How the new edition of Kill Team was designed. You got Mad Doc is in, so Grotznik. He is getting a brand new library book. Hopefully he'll get a new model, maybe. Grotznik by Denny Flowers. It's going to get one of these type of books. Very nice. I think that'll be a fun read. You've got Fight Better Battles in Middle-earth with the first designer's commentary of 2025. You've got the Old World Almanac, what's in Arcane Journal High Elf Realms, and then you got some more High Elf Realms article there as well. Looking at the miniatures, let's just look at that before we look at Angron. Not my cup of tea, but I can see the appeal as well. Right, let's have a look at Angron. So this, I put a post up on Instagram. I'm trying to do more Instagram stuff recently, not just the previews and things. But yeah, they've even done like a little video for him. Now the wings, I can't get on board with. Like, take the wings off, okay? Yeah, that looks cool. That I'm not sure about. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe because they don't have enough holes in. Maybe because they don't have any bronze. Because he's just a glowing bronze icon, and I get that this might be early on, rather than the Siege of Terror. I don't know whether it's these tarantula spider feet coming off of on the fingers, but yeah, I just can't get on it. I think it might be the little hooks on the end of each finger. I think that's what it is. Uh, and also the colouring. It's dark and it goes darker, and maybe it could be lighter. I understand it goes with like the colour of him in a way. He's very he's very red and angry, um, but the, yeah, it's just something about it. Like if you look at the wings on the look at these wings, okay, they're not the best wings, and they're furled, but they've got big musculature there, and these ones are sort of leaner. But then they've got these hooks here and hooks along the top, and then they've got these like tyrannid ridges. I don't know if you've ever noticed that before. These ones do have a little bit of ridges. Maybe it's the angle of them, like it's straight on with these wings as opposed to like on the side. So these might be like wider apart if you turn the model clockwise. But these seem hunched and thick, and maybe it's the black in between as opposed to the colouring. Maybe the fingers needed to be like red, and then the wings needed to be black. That might have been a better contrast. It might be the painting, it might be the angle. We've had dodgy photos of minis before, and they've turned out fantastic. But yeah, it's just something about the wings. I definitely think that the wings should have been sort of shorter, more muscular, closer to the mini, because to me, that angle and things, they just look like a mod. They look like someone's just added wings to a big mini. Also, his gait is very wide, too wide. I think he is too wide for like his head and where his body is and things. There's a few things off. A bit like with Fulgrim. Horus, though, Ascended, amazing. But Fulgrim and Angron, they just seem a bit... I love the base, though. Don't get me wrong. The base with the Blood Angel on there with the flag thing. Looks great. It's just... Oh, what Siege of Terror book was it? Yeah, it's like the front cover of Saturnine. Is that Angron? I can't remember. It might just be a Bloodthirster. It might be Kabanda. But... that's the kind of image that I had in my head of Angron. Not quite as wide, with thicker wings. Basically this. And I like the tail as well. Notice the weaponry is different too, but this is a long time between the models. But yeah, I don't know. I think this version of Angron just seems more mad, more angry. And I still think that you could get away with using this Angron instead of this one. But there we go. Represents a Primarch in the closing months of the Horus Heresy. Yeah, but the wings, though. Obviously, it's resin miniature, so it'd be from Forge World. That's what they said at the start. That the big, character minis and things would still be Forge World resin. That's great, because you're going to get the most detail you possibly can. Usually for a Primarch, his weapons hold no names nor special provenance, as Angron cared little for what he killed with, so long as he killed. Simply known as the Blades of the Red Angel, sort of closer image. Yeah, I mean, I like the base, but at the same time, I that's a poor location for the banner. I think it should be like down there, or at least on its side. It takes away a little bit from the silhouette of the mini. That's not too bad here, and the stairs. But even if you didn't have that banner, that would still be cool. See what I mean? Like just looking at like this area of it, it's not too bad. Yeah, and then obviously you've got the ship mistress of the Conqueror, Latara Sarin. Again, if you read any World Eaters novels or some of the Siege of Terror books and things, she does feature. And yeah, she's I can see why she's one of the favourites. She's great. She'll be alongside him when they release. I like the direction they're going in this. Is that she's a ship mistress, obviously. She wouldn't be on the battlefields of Terror and things like that, but high up in orbit. But I like how they're basically saying that she's more attuned to like Zone Mortalis. So she'll obviously have buffs and things like that. And that's a good direction to go in, and it gives Games Workshop Forge World an excuse to bring out characters that you would only see on ships and things, on battle barges and cruisers and whatever, if you can use them in Zone Mortalis. So I think that's a really good thing, because as I said before, there would be, you know, hundreds and thousands of characters and things that are just walking around with like chainswords, close combat weapons, and las pistols, and it's just a bit, yeah, they wouldn't last 5 seconds on the battlefield. Whereas at least this gives them an excuse to create new minis that can be used in that much close quarters sort of game setting. Let's go and have a look at the pre-orders today. So right away on the first page, you've got High Elf Realms. So if we click new and exclusive or pre-orders, and we go, there's not many this week, not many at all. So price descending. Straight up, we've got the High Elf Realms Battalion, £110. So March. So these are now coming out in March. This box set builds a solid core of High Elf Realms army. You've got 66 plastic miniatures. You've got 2 Tyrannok chariots. They can be built as line chariots of Trace, and 32 Elven Spearmen, 32 Elven Archers. 946 plastic components. That's insane. You know, when the Deathcore Krieg box set had like 500 components, this has almost double. Wow. You're getting a lot of pieces in that. You've got the Combat Patrol Astra Militarum, which was last week. You've got the Merworm, £85. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I would have preferred this at like 65 maybe, 70 at a push, 85 for something that's high detail and is going to last forever. They're not going to redo this one again. And yeah, the Mages of the Sea Lord's armies. So it can be summoned to the High Elf Realms. 12 resin components. Yeah, not going to take you too long to build that one. You got the Crusade book, which was last weekend. You got the Codex for Astra Militarum that last weekend, and then you've got some more High Elf things. You've got some more High Elf units. So you have the Ellyrian Reavers, £52.50. The White Lions of Trace are already out of stock. You've got the Swordmasters of Hoth. They're all £52.50. You've got the Lord on Dragon, already out of stock, £47.50. You've got Outer Dark Special Edition. I think that was last weekend. You've got some more Deathcore Krieg units. More. And then you've got the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers, £35.50 for those two. Or 4 really. You've got more Deathcore Krieg. You've got the High Elf Realms die set, sold out straight away. Then you've got the characters and Lord of Trace sold out in Forge World resin, £24. And Vest Sentinel of Silent Isle sold out. She's also £24. You've got the transfer sheet for £23. You've got the novels, which were sold out. I think they've got some more Interceptor City back in stock though. The datasheet cards were last weekend. And then you've got the Great Eagle of the Elven Realms, £20 for that one. You've got the Astra Militarum dice, which was last week. You've got the High Elf Realms reference card pack, £16.50. You've got the Arcane Journal for £16.50 for High Elves. You've got the Metal Miniatures Coril Lion Mane for £12. And you've got the Siege of Vrax, which was last week. You've got the Handmaiden of the Everqueen, White Dwarf 509. And that is it. So, I'm wondering, where is the Bastion? Is the Bastion next weekend then? Oh, no, it's right here. So this is made to order. All new releases made to order. Here we go. Made to order. So you have to. So it's not under pre-orders, which is a bit strange, a bit odd. So you wouldn't find that unless you clicked made to order. Now, I took a picture of the Bastion when it was up for sale before. I took a picture of it a few years ago, but back then it was £30. So it's gone up by £12.50, which is quite a considerable amount. But yeah, made to order items will be dispatched within 180 days. So I will be putting in an order of one of these, and I will be giving you a first look and review and things. I think £30 was good. I think £42.50 is a bit, yeah. You do get 85 components, including Icarus pattern las cannon. I've seen scenery pieces where people have made walls and things out of multiples of these. So yeah, I hope to pick one up. We'll see. I might completely forget about it at some point. But yeah, you've got all of these made to order, these Wall of Martyrs and things sort of hidden away. And that's it for all of the news and the pre-orders and things for today. What do you guys think? It's slowed down a little bit from the past 2 weeks, certainly. Are you picking up any high elves? Are you still recovering from Deathcore of Krieg? And what do you think of Angron Ascended? Please do put all of your thoughts and opinions and things down below as normal. It'd be good to hear from you. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.